Alright. Enchain. Fun game. So I'm gonna do a quick overview, I guess, of what you're gonna do in out of bounds or inbounds. Sorry, I don't know how to bounds yet. In inbounds any percent for Enchain, at least of right now. So first tech, like first kind of thing, you'll probably know this if you've already played through the game. I would recommend playing through the game before speedrunning, because when you speedrun it, you like don't even see half the game. I would definitely, or if you go for any percent, you don't even touch half the game. I would definitely recommend playing through the game in full first. But so the first thing is to, if you hold space after jumping, or if you hold space while you're just in midair, it doesn't have to be off a jump. You'll do like a little wall kick kind of boost thing. So you can use that to break walls like this. And so back here is our first key, because you obviously spawn here. Turn 180, grab the key, and then get back over that door. You can do that any way you want. I usually just wall kick off the ground and then go over here. You can do whatever. Over here, key 2. You can grab it after the lantern or before, it's preference. I'm gonna grab it now just because I'm here and I already opened the door. Oh gosh, if I didn't screw this up. But yeah. So just wall run, whatever. General stuff. When you're falling down this pit here, you want to double tap like shift, because that'll make you fall at maximum falling speed. And so hold shift and then kind of dive over here, grab the lantern, and then to get out, you want to line yourself up with like the top of the coffin here, and then aim for about right on this bottom bit, and then hit R, hold back, and then go up. I'll show that again. Line yourself up. Hope you hit it. Hit R, hit S, and then boom. I'm talking with default controls, obviously. There's another way you can do it, which is, I don't know if it's slower or faster. It's what I did when I started, but I don't know if I'll keep doing it. Just to go on the other side, and then there you hold W instead of holding S. That's the only real difference between those. But yeah. Oh yeah, and another thing is, I would recommend if you're gonna go back here, I would recommend you break this coffin, because when you fall down here, when you jump on top of it, the wood will fly up, and occasionally I've had it get in my way. So double tap S and then like fall on this, and then you dive in instead of diving from further up. If that doesn't make sense, ignore it. Just do this one because it's better. But that's just another option if you want it, or if you need it. So, you know, go over here, grab this key if you haven't yet, or grab that piece if you haven't yet. We need to get up to that door, so you have two options: wall kick, or you can line yourself up, like hit this side here, and then hit R, and then hit R, W, and A, like hit R, hold forward, and then strafe left. And that'll keep you from the strafing left will keep you from bonking your face into this wood here. Grab the gun, you're gonna need it. Open this. This will be useful for later when we go to save load, if I didn't fall down here like a moron. But don't come down here, I'm just falling in here like an idiot. So next up, this room and the next room have two options you can do. So you can bounce off of this guy, if I was good at the game apparently. Oh my gosh. Well, if the guy was there. Okay. Hey look, I get to show the skip again. Yeah, hey, see? If you don't pre-break it, it can get in your way. And that wasn't what I was going with that. That wasn't where I was going with that, but you know. That is something that can happen, look out for it. I can't hit the skip right now, I guess. Anyways. Gun, and then here. Wall kick off of that guy, or kind of jump kick off of that guy. That's option 1. Option 2 is grapple off this wooden beam here for fun. They're pretty much the same speed. I think the wall kick one's a little bit slower because you spend some more time in the air, but yeah, whatever. These bullets are optional, obviously. You just need to have 12 bullets by the end. You just need to have 12 bullets, at least is what I'd recommend. But we'll explain where you use those. So over here, you have another two options. You can wall kick off this, jump off that, wall run, and then wall kick off those guys, and that takes you up into this room. Or you have, let me grab my real quick, okay. You have option 2, which is to, let me kill all these guys real quick, okay, cool. Okay, guys killed. Or you can grab that beam, hit R, and then I'll give you a boost up to over here. Again, two options. They're essentially the same speed. Over here, if you're doing 100%, obviously you're going to need to come over here. Because over here is the Griffin, which is where you unlock the minigun, which is again why I recommended that you play through this game full, because I'm going to spoil it. So right here, that red key there, because there was a lock on the other side. So there was a 1 key lock on the other side, so by opening it from the back, we saved ourselves having to get 3 other key pieces. So we only need to get 9 key pieces, or 3 total keys in the end. So obviously, this here, the gun tutorial, essentially is where you fall down and gives you the gun and it shows you everything. If you're doing the intended route. Or you just wall run over that, grab this, wall run over here. You can grab this wood and then try and go for a speed boost or something. I don't know, I'm not very consistent with it. I don't know how much I can recommend it. So hit the save point. You're going to need to hit the save point. Did I mention hit the save point? Hit the save point. So once you hit the save point, come over here. Charging your gun will make it do 3 shots, and so you need another 2 to break it. All breakable walls take 5 pistol shots to get. And then here you want to grapple off that. Let me just grapple off that. If you screw it up, like, oh no, I screwed it up, you can just hit R and then hold kind of, yeah, like that kind of swoopy motion. I don't know how exactly to explain it, but you know, it's something you can do. So next up, instead of walking back like what I did like a moron, so you swoop up here, and then boom, I got the thing, I got the key. Quit the title, continue. This is why you have to be recording. And then boom, you're back here. You don't have to actually walk that. So this key over here, for this key you have 2 options. You have 2 main options. I'm going to explain the easier one, and then I'm going to explain the more difficult one. So right here, the easiest one, grab that. You know, I don't know how more I can explain that. It's very simple. Now let's just get back here. If I wasn't stupid... Okay, and then your other option is you come back from the save point here, you walk, you run here, and then you jump, dive, don't bonk your head, and then make sure to aim down so you don't hit those wooden posts. And so when you're throwing your lantern, you don't, it kind of like buffers your fall, I guess. I don't know the best way to explain it. You just don't lose height as much. You don't lose as much height. You still lose height because there's time in between lamp throws, but you lose less height. Sorry. So you can use that to get over that pit there. So once you're up here, jump down here, grab this stupid thing, and then here you can kick jump. Gosh, you can kick jump. Jeez. Kick jump, wall run, grab the key, or the other thing that I've seen people do is kick jump. Sorry. Kick jump, and then grab the key there. And then once you've grabbed that key, you know, save load. This is what I meant by you want this open here, because if you didn't get that open, you're gonna have to walk all the way down here, because you need to get back to the start room twice. So if you didn't do that, you were gonna have to walk all the way back here, which, yeah, by the way, there was a lock, and then you got to the other side, and the hand of the child, yada yada, you get it. So if you hadn't have opened that door all the way back there. I'll show you which lever that is again so you know what I'm talking about. You would have had to have... Gosh, dude, if I can hit this right now. There you go. So yeah. You would have had to go through there and then walk through here. Whereas... up here... So this here is the lever that you would have had to open, and that would open up this hole here. Or beforehand, there would have been just bars there, but you can just skip all of that walking and then just jump over here, and then boom, you're here. So the first time you come here, you need to go left, because we need to go to the Great Chasm, because we only have 8 of 9 key pieces that we need. So just jump down here. Remember, double tap shift makes you go faster. So here's where we're gonna this is the 2 most different options you have, I guess, is what the best way I could explain it. So the first one is wall kick off that, wall kick off the floor here, and then just start. And then jump up here. Remember, you can just, any 2 walls next to each other, you can like just jump off of infinitely, basically. And then here, boost off that. And then boom, that's that. Or you can boost off, gosh. Or you can boost off of this and then hit this. And then your other option is to go, so let's say we're back here. Gosh, dude. So we're back here. Again, kick off of this. The other thing you can do for here is wall run and then jump over here. So I'm going to show you it once and then I'm going to explain it the next time. So line yourself up with this and then you just essentially fly. And then grab the key. Your other option, so not your other option, sorry. The way to do that, which is I'm now going to explain once I walk back there. The way to do it, because I have to teleport back and then walk all the way back, or else the game freaks out and doesn't work. Type God quick. Okay, cool. So you want to slide into him. You can shoot at him. I've seen people do that. I would just recommend going for the slide. Obviously, don't get hit. Line yourself up with like the thing there, so you're 180 to it, and then hit S and A or back and left. And then kick off of him, because the enemy is still physically there, so you can still kick off of him, and then you just boost up here. If you hadn't have held S, what would happen is you would not be able to kick off of him. You would have to flick over, which is a little bit more difficult. So I would just recommend hitting S and A, and then that'll just allow you to go in a straight line instead of having to flick and then going in weird lines. So yeah. So anyways, once you got the key, save load, and then boom, the easiest part. Okay. Okay. The easiest part, and then I immediately screw it up. Just go back up here. You don't have to grab the gun. This thing here. Hit the keys, and then yada yada. 2 options, just whatever you want to do. Grab this and then wall run over here, or grab this and then wall run over here, or then run over here. Run through this thing. Something that can happen, it's happened to me, is there will be chains here. That's because your game hasn't like fully loaded yet. I would recommend before you start trying a PB one day, you go through and run through each section, because it seems to cut down on load times by running through the game. I don't know why, it just is a kind of quirk with the game. And then once you step through, there's like a trigger in this doorway here, like this line between here and here, this line here. Once you hit that, you want to add, you see it's at 14:05, so it's probably going to be at 14:15. So about 10 seconds after where this animation happens, where we see the child fly off and then yada yada. And boom, see? 14:15, it's about 10 seconds more once you cross that threshold. So just remember that. So yeah. there you go. If you want to see any of this, if you want to see this at full speed, I have two runs where I show kind of the different options. Some of the options aren't in those at full speed, but that's just because I don't personally do them. And obviously, check thespeedrun.com because there's tons of people. Because obviously, none of these strats are mine. I stole them from whatever like the top player was. I don't remember his name. Um, for any percent, which is Haruspec. Yeah, there we go. I just checked the speedrun, but yeah, game's fun. Everybody should play it. Guide done.